Hello, hello. It's Amrita Khurana with Keller Williams. I am back at you with some numbers. Happy Friday. Since we just finished third quarter, I thought it'd be interesting to review our Q3 data, especially looking at what we're doing this year compared to what we did last year and the year before. So we're going to look at the 3 years consecutively, 18, 19, and 20, and see how Q3 has been performing year over year. So I'm going to review the details for Mahwah as well as Bergen County as a whole. So Bergen County as a whole, we had this year in Q3, we sold about 2,500 homes. In 2019, we sold 2,300 homes, and in 2018, we sold just under 2,200. So in 2018, we went from 2,200 to 2019, we went to 2,300, and then 2020, we went to 2,500. So year over year in Q3, we're seeing a jump in the number of sales, home sales. Just to make it clear, this is single family homes, not including townhomes, condos, or, multifamily homes. And this is all the homes under $1 million. So we're looking at strictly data for under $1 million prices. So that's a significant increase. Even if you look at just from 2 years ago, 2018 to 2020, our number of sales in Q3 went up 15%. That's a lot. It's a lot more homes to be sold. If you compare it this year to last year, we went up 8.5%. Still a lot. So we're definitely seeing an uptick in Bergen County as a whole. And if you look at the dollar amount, the average sale price in 2019 versus 2020, our average sale price in Bergen County went up 14%. That's high. From 2018 to 2019, it went up only 1.3%. So 2018 was a peak year for us. So from 18 to 19, it didn't go up much, but 19 to 20, it went up 14%. 2018 to 2020, so if you compare this year, Q3, to 2 years ago, Q3, our prices are up 15.5%. So very significant jumps here. And I'm tracking this data very closely because I would, obviously it's like we're climbing. When are we going to hit that point where we're no longer climbing and we're seeing the curve come down? So let's look at Mahwah. Mahwah sold 59 homes in Q3 this year. In Q3 last year, we sold 58 homes. So we're neck to neck in terms of Q3 numbers last year versus this year. If you look at 2018, we only sold 42 homes in Mahwah. So we went from 42 to 58 to this year, 59. And if we look at the price points, the average price point this year in Mahwah is about $833,000 average price point. Last year was $740,000 price point average. And in 2018, it was $720,000. So if you, just by that, you can see that 2020 Q3 versus 2019 of Q3, our prices are up by 12, almost 13%, more than 12.5%. So a significant jump in price. That sounds all in line with what we're seeing in the market. If you look at it, even if you look at 2018 to 2020, so 2 years ago to now, Q3, we went up almost 16% in prices. Again, very significant jumps here. 2018 to 2019 wasn't that significant. It was right under 3%. But 3% is still a significant jump. So Mahwah is continuing to see a rise in its property values due to the demand and shortage of supply, etc. Low taxes. It's an appealing town. There's a lot of greenery. Like Mahwah has a lot to offer, obviously. So we're seeing that. So 12.6% increase in Mahwah's average sale price from last year to this year. So that's the story that really is like intriguing to me, that how much prices have gone up. The number of homes sold has gone up year over year from 2018 to 2019. However, from 2019 to 2020, it isn't significant. It's only one more unit. But I can't wait to see once we finish Q4 to see how Q4 does. And then furthermore, how does the whole 2020 compare to 2019 and all of 2018? So those are the stats. I hope you found them helpful. I love looking at this data because it's so interesting to see how the market is behaving and what it's doing. I don't make the market. I just interpret it. I don't dictate it. I just interpret it. So it's very intriguing to see how these numbers are playing out and how every week and every month, what story this data is telling. And I know that I think it was a couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, the Fed had announced that they're not planning on raising interest rates. So we're still going to continue to see this demand of people wanting to buy because the rates are low. So let's see how things play out as we approach, the winter. It has definitely been a very strong fall for us. And of course, we started our spring very late this year due to the shutdown. So we'll see how the winter plays out and how our next spring is going to play out. The statisticians are definitely projecting a strong spring for us in real estate as well. They're, not seeing the sales soften or the prices soften or the demand soften. So if you are thinking of selling, now is a great time to do it. I just listed a house, and we're having our first open house, and I will definitely keep you posted on whether we get offers on site like I did at the last open house I did. Literally, I showed up at the open house, and there was a line out the door before the open house started. Like, I got there earlier, obviously, and there was a line out the door, and I think it was the first or second couple that came in. They made their offer while at the open house. Like, that's how crazy it is. We had multiple offers, and of course the seller was happy and all that jazz, and we closed a couple weeks ago. So anyways, so that's the wrap. Have any questions? If you have any thoughts and you want to chat about it, you know how to find me. I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy and well and happy. I know these are tough times, so I'm wishing you all, some extra laughter and some extra joy while we're all trying to cope through this. All my best. Have a wonderful weekend and enjoy it. Be well. Talk to you soon.